What's up, party people, and welcome back to another game of Sporcle Party. We're playing some trivia. We're starting off with space and astronomy, but we're playing 3 games today, and you guys get to decide what to play after this. Of course, I am Party Pete. I am your host, and here's how it works. You download the app right here. It's called Sporcle Party. It's on your favorite app store. And how many Republic credits does it cost, Darrin?
0.
0. It's totally free. Go download the free app. Type in that code over there, 978167. It's also right there. And that's how you play along with us. It's simple. I ask the questions, you answer them, and you associate a wager with your answer. The higher the wager, the more points you get. I mean, like, could it be more self-explanatory? How many times can you use each wager, Darrin?
Once. It sounds like we got some echo going on.
Oy.
Oh.
What about now? Is it better now? Please say it's better. Also, I want the world to know that pirates are cooler than aliens. There it is. Pirates are just cooler than aliens. And last week, I mentioned that Han Solo is kind of a pirate. And Darrin didn't believe me, but it turns out that we froze there for a second. Are we okay? What's going on, man? Streams. This last week of streams have been difficult. All I want to say is that Lando does call Han a pirate. Boom, Han Solo's a pirate. Pirates are cool. Vote now for the pirate pack. Thank you.
Or for an alien pack, because by voting for aliens, you're voting for space pirates.
No, don't do it. Pirates are cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see who's playing today. And hey, if you haven't joined us yet, now's the time. We're about to start the first game. Download the app, type in the code, come play some trivia with us. We've got Jilling in the garden. We've got Skeletal Chip. We've got Miss Rumphius, Exodia Finder, Astronome, Kitty Kessie, Maureen K, GeoGamer, Kling Clang, Jenner, Zanspectro chilling in the garden again, and Winos. Oh wait, who's that? It's Brian. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I can't wait any longer. The universe is slowly dying, and we gotta do some trivia while we can.
Sure do.
Question number 1. What term for a space traveler is derived from the Greek for star sailor?
That sounds an awful lot like a space pirate, doesn't it?
It sure does.
A
Space
star
pirates.
sailor.
Star sailor. A term for a space traveler is derived from the Greek for star sailor. Oh, I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second, but then I used my what is it called when you what is the study of the
Etymology?
Etymology. Thank you. I used my etymological skills and I figured it out. I did a little reverse engineering to figure out that obviously star has got to be like astro,
right? And
then nautical, astronaut.
Yeah, sailor. Just
Star
like Jason
sailor.
and the Argonauts, because those are the sailors of his ship.
Of the Argo.
Yes.
Is the name of his ship the Argo?
Yes.
Well, look at that. Jason's got a pretty cool ship name.
Jason has no ship, he says.
Cosmonaut, very close. But astronaut, not meteorite, not galactic, but astronaut. It's question
so close.
So close, so close. Question number 2, what unit of length equal to 3.3 light years was erroneously used as a unit of time when Han Solo claimed to have made the Kessel Run in less than 12 of them? Although they retconned this and they made it make sense.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
They did their best to make it make sense.
They changed the Kessel Run into a unit of, they found a faster route through it.
Right.
So I did the route
shorter route.
A shorter number of these.
Well, you gotta go through the space storm.
The space squid.
The space squid and storm. Space kraken.
What's that? That thing has like a cool name. It's like the
Look it up.
The endless maw or something.
Look it up. That's worth knowing. That's Star Wars trivia. Question number 2, what unit?
Oh, it's just called the maw.
Oh, can I see it? I want to see the little picture of it at the top. Is it at the top? No?
It's located near the planet Kessel. In Solo, it's got a big squid in it.
It's got a big squid. The maw. Question number 2, the unit of length equal to 3.3 light years is the parsec. This is the ship that made the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs. It's a hunk of junk. but it is the fastest ship in the fleet. Not a light mile, not a parallax, but a parsec. Well done. That was a kind of a tough one. Well done. Question number 3. The first space mission to be carried out jointly by the US and the USSR combined the Soviet Soyuz
Yep.
program with what US program? The Soyuz program was, of course, the Soviet, and the US program was called... I don't know, this is where you would tell me, but not in the chat though. But what you can tell me in the chat is what the best moon is.
I mean, our moon's pretty good.
Our moon is pretty good. It's pretty good.
You know what I like about our moon?
No.
It's based on the size of the moon and the sun. The moon is the exact right distance away from Earth that appears to be the same size as the sun.
And that's why we get really cool
Eclipses.
solar eclipses.
Yes.
Because you don't get those everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know, you go to Mars and solar eclipses are way lamer. Looks like there's just a potato in front of the sun. If you're wondering what I'm talking about,
the rover just caught one of those.
yeah, that's right. Go
And
check
you made a video about it.
check out our YouTube because I made a video about it.
Space potato.
Space potato. The first space mission to be carried out jointly by the US and the USSR was the Soyuz and the Apollo programs, ladies and gentlemen. Apollo, not Gemini, not Gemini, not Intrepid, not NASA, not Skylab, all close. Close, but the Apollo missions. Apollo. Question 4. In astronomy, what 3-letter word is a unit of time equal to a billion years? A billion years.
Billion.
How many of those are there in the history of time?
Since the Big Bang?
Yeah, I think 13. I think there's only been 13 of them. I think the age of the universe is 13.8 billion years.
So yeah,
Ba-boom!
whatever this unit is, it's that many of them.
That many. There's only been that many.
Some people call me Space Potato. Some people call
Some call me the tuber of love.
something of Spud.
Tuber of love. Come on. Some people call me Maurice. Because I speak of the space potato. In astronomy, what 3-letter word is a unit equal to a billion years, ladies and gentlemen? That is an eon. An eon. Not a bill. Bill. But an eon. Eep. Eep. Was that a typo, Jenner? I don't know.
I think that was a guess.
That's fair. An era. Oh. I thought that said IRA for a second, and I was like, huh. Nope.
The Irish.
Yes.
Is it Republican?
Yeah.
Army?
I don't think it's Republican. Resistance? I don't know. It's, ladies and gentlemen, it's question number 5. What is the rhyming
Republican Army.
nickname? What is it?
Republican Army.
It is Republican Army. What is the rhyming nickname for a reduced gravity aircraft that induced nausea due to air sickness in about 2/3 of all passengers? What is the name, the rhyming nickname for this thing? This is the thing that makes you go, whoo, whoo,
This
whoo,
is, I feel like, that question that we've had every time we play this pack.
It is.
Like,
and
it's
I like
just-
it. It's just a good one,
Yeah.
you know? What I was gonna say something about
Star Wars.
it,
Space.
probably Star Wars. There's a new Star Wars coming out.
Yeah. I heard a pretty interesting take, which was we're getting so inundated with Star Wars stuff lately that it's becoming less like the big deal when a movie comes out, and it is now just like, oh yeah, a new season of a TV show's coming out. Okay. Like, oh yeah, a new season of Big Bang Theory starts tomorrow. Sheldon will probably get up to some shenanigans.
Oh, I suppose, but I don't know. I mean, I do.
This one has some special hype around it, I'll say. But like, what's next?
But like, Boba Fett wasn't good.
Boba Fett wasn't very good.
Boba Fett wasn't good.
It started strong, I thought, but after the first couple episodes.
First episode, cool. Second episode, pretty good.
I guess I just.
Third episode, Fourth episode, Fifth episode, whoa, what?
I feel like maybe it's the pacing. Like, I don't kind of love all these like 40-minute, 35-minute eps. I would maybe want them to do like the Sherlock thing, where it's like, let's get like 3 70-minute episodes.
Now, here's something crazy. Why not 45 minutes, 20 episodes.
Like Law and Order.
Like a regular TV show used to be.
Yeah, but those shows are so repetitive and like not interesting for most of the season.
Okay.
When there's that many
What
episodes.
about 24? 24 was a thing. They had 24 episodes. An hour each.
Yeah, but that...
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the rhyming nickname for a reduced gravity aircraft that makes you vomit. It's a vomit comet, ladies and gentlemen. Vomit comet. Not a barf plane, not a gag bag, not a light flight, not a
Mom
puke
spaghetti.
nuke, not mom spaghetti, but a vomit comet. We're moving on to question number 6. In 2008, South Korean astronaut Yi So-yeon took the first tin of which Korean national dish into space? South Korean astronaut Yi So-yeon took the first tin of which Korean national dish into space? Also, what is the American national dish? A hamburger? If it's not, like, that seems like what it would be. Right? It's the most American food there is.
There's so much more. Hamburger is the first thing that comes up.
It's because that's what the world thinks it is.
I do love a hamburger, though.
I love a cheeseburger, Darren.
I love them both.
I actually made my own. I like spent the whole weekend like doing yard work, and like my backyard looks really nice now. And I was like, you know what I need to do? I need to grill a burger. So I grilled a burger yesterday, and it was an Impossible Burger.
Oh.
And I put some nice cheddar cheese on there. I like seasoned it right and got the nice brioche buns. Ooh, and some grilled onions and jalapenos. Ooh, it was one of the best burgers I've ever had.
That first grilled burger of the year is always something special. I'm looking to get mine this Memorial Day weekend.
Nice. In 2008, South Korean astronaut brought kimchi into space. A tin of kimchi.
I love kimchi.
Kimchi good.
I made kimchi last year.
You did?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. I didn't get it spicy enough.
You do want that spice.
But yeah, it was really fun to watch it bubble up and break down and
and become kimchi. Question 7, meaning the southeast star in the crab. The star with the longest name, Arkushanangarushashutu, is located in which zodiac constellation?
This question is in the hard for Peter to pronounce pack.
Is it?
Yep. Can you guess why?
I don't know.
Crab Chat's back.
Crab Chat is back, baby! I really need to add a crab emoji.
We do. That's gotta go
That's next. That's coming. Follow us now. Subscribe.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, we got the Waluigi emoji, right?
We do.
For subscribers only, though.
That's for subscribers only. The southeastern star in the crab, also known as Arkushanangarushashutu, is in the Cancer. It's in the Cancer constellation, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, because it's a crab. Duh. Crab. It said it, sort of. Kind of. It did, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
if you know
question
what Cancer is.
number 8. After being decommissioned, which space shuttle was carefully paraded through the streets of Los Angeles before being delivered to the California Science Center in 2012? Where did this land? You know, like, it had to come down. They had to land it. Did they land it in California, or did they
They could have.
Did they decommission it and then ship all the parts and then do a parade?
If it's a shuttle, they can just drive it. They just throw it on a truck.
I suppose.
Or the back of a plane.
I actually have no idea how big a space shuttle is.
A shuttle's about the size of a large aircraft, like a large airplane.
Okay.
There's.
But those things got wings.
They're not that big though.
The wings?
On the shuttle, yeah, they're more gliders.
Sure, but they still need to they still got wings. Those things go out. You can't just take that down I-5. Can you? I don't know. I don't
Here,
know.
look. So here's a shuttle on top of a 747.
Oh, they just do a little piggyback.
Yeah. Huh. So that's probably how they did it, if I had to guess.
That makes sense. Oh, Jason says, I imagine someone literally driving a space shuttle down the highway. Oh man, it would really back up traffic. Question 8, after being decommissioned, what is the name of that space shuttle that was paraded? It was the shuttle Endeavour. The Endeavour.
You got to be careful not to just hit the thrusters and blast the car behind you.
Not the Enterprise, not Hermes, not Discovery, not Columbia, nor Atlantis, nor Apollo. Not Titan AE, the Endeavor. Well done. Question 9. President Reagan remarked, sometimes when we reach for the stars, we fall short, at a 1986 memorial service for the crew of which ill-fated space shuttle?
Well, that's my Reagan. Well.
Oh, that's pretty good, I guess.
Well.
What's that? In the water. It's a... Whale.
Oh, a whale. Oh no, looks like Kyle's trapped in the trivia cage surrounded by crabs.
Crab. Oh no.
Is that where he's been?
Sport crazy cage. Yeah.
I said it in the chat last week. I don't think you saw it. That Kyle's been stuck in the trivia Bastille.
Yes. He is. He is. That is true. In case you didn't know, our co-host, Crazy Kyle, is in fact in Paris.
In the trivia Bastille.
In the trivia Bastille. Question number 9. President Reagan remarked, sometimes when we reach for the stars, we fall short at a service for the Challenger. This is another one that we get every time we play this back.
I think so. Well.
The biggest, the largest living mammal is a...
blue whale.
Good. We're going to submit those answers and move to question number 10. Astronauts in space frequently experience space flight osteopenia.
Let's go osteopenia.
Osteopenia, which lowers the density of which part of the human body? Osteopenia. Okay, wait. So, wait, hold on. Like, this is like atrophy, but for a different part of the body.
Yes. If osteo
Porosis.
tips you off. There you go.
I don't know what the porosis means, but I know what the osteo means now.
Something I find interesting about Reagan is that besides really just destroying our economy in the long run.
But it was great in the 80s.
Was it? Is that he used to tell a lot of Soviet Union jokes. Like he would open speeches with like Soviet Union jokes.
Just like
A
like
schoolboy
stand-up?
wrote in his weekly essay, "My cat just had 7 kittens. They're all communist." The following week, the boy wrote, "My cat's kittens are all capitalist." The teacher called him up and asked him to explain the sudden change. "Last week you said they were all communists." The boy nodded. "They were, but this week they all opened their eyes."
Hilarious!
Hilarious. You get it? Because the communists had their eyes closed to the beauty of capitalism.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Astronauts in space frequently experience spaceflight osteopenia, which is bone density loss. Loss of their bone density.
Skeletal chip.
Skeletal chip. We love them bones. Them bones. We're going to question, final question, ladies and gentlemen. I do that every time. I feel like
Final question?
I always say it's question final because I always expect it to be question number 10. And I always forget we've already done question number 10. And then I make myself look like a dum-dum boy.
You gotta avoid looking like a dum-dum boy on the trivia show.
Yeah, we hate it. We hate it. Yakov Smirnov, he is not.
You know who Yakov Smirnov is? You gotta know.
I love me some Smirnov.
Well, he's like the, oh my gosh. You'll know it as soon as I, say it.
Oh boy.
Because he had, a very specific joke format.
I know who Yakko Warner is.
That's also funny. Let's see.
Oh boy. Go ahead and wager away, folks. 0, 10, or 20 points. You probably already did, but it's the final question. In this one, you can lose points that you wager. Question final. Space and astronomy, also known as the Little Bear. What constellation was known in Babylonian star catalogs as the Wagon of Heaven? The Wagon of Heaven, or the Little Bear?
So this is pretty much the format of every Yakov Smirnov joke.
Okay.
In America, you can always find a party. In Soviet Russia, the party always finds you. So like the
In
communist.
Soviet Russia, blank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
In America, you
Alright.
break law. In Soviet Russia, law breaks you. In America, you watch Big Brother. In Soviet Russia, Big Brother watch you. You get it?
I see now. Yeah, that's wow. That who is this guy? He made
He's
a meme.
Yakov Smirnov.
He made a meme.
But he was doing this back in like the 80s.
Oh, wow. The meme carries on. In Soviet Russia, question, answer you. Also known as the Little Bear, what constellation is known as the Babylonian star catalogs as Wagon of Heaven? It's Ursa Minor. Hey, and wanna be in Santa Monica? I do want to be in Santa Monica. Funny you should mention that. But also thank you for following. We're going to give you a digital high five, wannabe. And it looks a little something like this. You're going to place your hand right on the screen. Just line up your hand with my hand, okay? Yeah, like that. A little to the left. Whoop. To the right. Okay, split the difference. Right there. Keep it right there because here it comes. Digital high five. Was that good or what, Darrin?
It was a good one. A good warm-up, first one of the day. Hopefully,
That's right. That's right.
we get some
One
more.
of many, though. Oh, and actually, Gaming GTA also just followed.
Oh my gosh.
Gaming, here's one for you. You know what to do. You just saw it happen. Place your hand lined up with mine. Okay, right there, because here comes Sideways.
Hey, cousin!
Whoa. Cousin?
We got to go bowling!
Oh, GTA. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Didn't that game come out like...
GTA 4?
Yeah, wasn't that like 10 years ago or something crazy like
longer. GTA 5 came out 10 years ago almost. 2013.
that? Oh, my God.
And they're still putting out GTA Online stuff.
Oh, my God. It's really too bad that game is amazing. I don't know if you've played GTA 5 recently, but my brother plays it a lot, and so I jumped in and played it with him for a little bit. That game is great. That game is great. But we're not here talking about Grand Theft Auto. We're here talking about stars. And, well, actually now we're done talking about stars because
No more Star Talk.
Maureen K has taken the win with 73 points up in first place. Zan Spectro taking second. Exodia Finder in third. Jenner in fourth along with Johnny. Squared in sixth. Miss Rumphius in seventh. Kitty Kessie in eighth. Winos in ninth. A-Train in 10th. Skeletal Chip in 11th. GeoGamer in 12th along with Shepard. Wotomota in 14th, Brian in 15th, Spicy Clarence in 16th, and Owen in 17th. Now don't worry, if space and astronomy was not your strong suit, maybe this next topic will be. Let me know. Let us know in the chat what topic we should tackle next. Just take a look at all these options. I mean, we got 2010s movies. We've got US geography. We've got anime. We've got animals in nature. We've got 1980s movies. Harry Potter. The Office. We've got Friends. We've got Ready to Rock. World history. US history. 1980s movies. Exodia Finder says anime. And you know what? I think that Darren's gonna start a poll so that we can all vote on what we want next.
Yeah.
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 Slight correction. It looks like you maybe forgot to give GeoGamer points. So GeoGamer should have been in fourth. Hey, we got a follow!
Hey!
It's the Shepherd.
It's the Shepherd. The Shepherd is here, and they are ready to win this next topic. In fact, the Shepherd, let us know, what topic do you want to do trivia on next? I mean, name it pretty much any topic. We probably got it.
We got US geography.
We've got anime. Put anime up there. Someone said anime
Anime.
earlier. Oh, Exodia Finder did.
We haven't done movies in a long time, I feel like. Or music?
I feel like we do.
We haven't
do
done
movies.
music in a long time. It's the Shepherd, and Sporcle Party is my favorite app on the Citadel.
Nice. Alan Shepard, the astronaut?
I'm going to do 1990s music, because no one else is saying
Whoa. UK-centric. Okay, put that on there.
UK-centric, yeah.
There we go. Okay, well, there are your options. We've got US geography, anime, 90s music, and UK-centric. All possible. And
anything is possible.
Anything is possible here in the Sporcleverse.
Including watching an ad.
Including watching ads. See you on the other side. Vote. Remember to vote. You can vote multiple times if you want to use your channel points. And if you... and welcome to Behind the Paywall, where we like to talk about spoilers. Today's spoiler is on Star Wars. Turns out, Darth Vader, Luke's dad.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Any predictions for Obi-Wan?
Yes. We will see Sabine.
Satine. Or is it Sabine? I don't know.
Sabine. Saltine. Saltine crackers.
Yum.
Will we see clones? No.
No.
I don't think we will. I think that if we do, they'll be completely CG or
I think it's
they
going to
won't
be
take
all.
their helmets
I
off.
think at this point it's going to be stormtroopers.
What about Captain Rex, though?
I think they're going to save him for the Ahsoka show.
You're right. I forgot there's going to be an Ahsoka show. Wow.
But I think
Look at
we'll
that.
see. I mean, we might see Cal Kestis
That'd be cool.
or some reference to him.
That would be cool. And
We're back.
we're back. U.S. Geography has taken the win, and so we will be playing.
And James Carl won.
And
_1.
James Carl, thank you so much for the follow. You are gonna get yourself a little something we like to call a digital high five. Now, if you've been watching for the last few minutes, you might know that all you have to do is place your hand right there on your screen. Just line up your hand with my hand, right there. Perfect. Keep it right there, because here it comes. Nice. Did you feel it? I felt it.
So now
all the
you're
way over
warm.
here.
Now you're in it.
Ooh, that was a good one. I'm feeling ready to go. We're about to do some U.S. geography trivia, and you can join in with us. All you gotta do is type in, or rather download Sporcle Party. That's the name of the app. It's on your favorite app store, and it's totally free.
100% free.
100% free. Then you type in that code over there, 978167. Type in your name and come play with us. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds to come join us, but don't worry, because you can always join us late. Even though I'm about to start the game, you can always join us a teensy bit late, and all you're gonna do is lose 1 or 2 points. It's easy. I ask the questions, you answer them, you associate a wager with your answer. The higher the wager, the more points you get. You can only use each wager once, so wager wisely. Question number 1 here in U.S. Geography. Part of the Twin Cities metropolitan area, what is the most populous city in Minnesota?
Oof. That's tough.
What, you don't like your U.S. Geography, Darrin? You don't know about Minnesota and population?
No, I know what the 2 cities are, but I'm not totally sure which one is bigger.
Hold on. The baseball team, the Twins, right?
Yeah.
Is this where they're from?
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Although they are not one of the cities, they're specifically called the. Waiting for the time to go down.
The
Minneapolis Twins,
They're
not the
called-
St. Paul Twins.
Oh, but those are the 2 cities, though. It's Minneapolis and St. Paul?
Yes.
Well, guess which one is right? It's Minneapolis. Minneapolis. Well done. Not Montpelier, not St. Paul. It was Minneapolis all along.
Got a cousin who lives in St. Paul.
Oh,
Shout
a
out
kazoo.
to Harmony.
Yo, shout out.
Or no, Melody? Melody. It's
You don't
Melody.
know?
I have 2 cousins, one's named Harmony, one's named Melody.
That's
They're sisters.
really?
Yes.
Well, one of them is clearly
It's Melody. It's certainly Melody that lives in St. Paul, I'm 100% sure.
100%.
Yes.
They're not. It's question 2. In what state is the 23.8-mile Lake Pontchartrain? Oh my, how do I not know this? Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the longest bridge in the United States, located. Didn't know that was the longest bridge in the United States. That's really cool, though.
Yeah, me either.
I'd like to go. Bridges are cool. Like I drove over the Tacoma Narrows Bridge last weekend, and it was cool. Bridges are cool.
I've never actually driven over the Narrows.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen that video of the old one wobbling in the wind?
So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, terrifying, but so cool. And also, it's a toll bridge, but only coming one way.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. They're like, oh, it's free. And then on the way back, oh, shoot. Got to pay for it this time. Or take the ferry. In what state is the 23.8-mile Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the longest bridge in the United States, located? It's in Louisiana. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, according to Maureen K., it's Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain. Thank you. Hey, Peter in chat. Hello, Slayer Darth. Welcome back.
They shot Sonny on the causeway. He's dead. I don't know. I'm not sure. Thanks for tagging us.
They shot. That sounds like it'd be a line in a song, don't you think?
Or a movie.
Or a movie. Question 2. We just did it. Question 3. At over 6,600
Godfather.
miles, which U.S. state has the longest coastline?
It's from The Godfather, Peter. Cinema. Real cinema.
Look what they've done to my boy. Yeah,
God, they massacred my boy.
that's a good one. That's a good one. But it's not that causeway. They're in like
New York?
Chicago.
I think
Godfather takes place in New York, right?
Yeah.
You say yes so confidently.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
There can be causeways elsewhere. I don't think it's the same causeway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that's what threw me for a loop.
And then the second Godfather
Shooting
is
Sunny,
mostly in Vegas, I think, or Nevada.
Oh no, of course it's in New York because at least in Godfather Part 2, he like comes into the
You see Vito as
Yeah.
a younger man
Yeah,
in New
yeah.
York City.
in New York City.
What's your favorite Godfather movie? 1, 2, or 3?
I haven't seen the third one,
Me either.
but 2 is really good actually. But like,
Hot take, 2's really good.
is it a hot take?
No.
I know first say these things. 100 miles. The U.S. state that has the longest coastline is Alaska. Lasky. Lasky.
I did know this one.
You did know this.
I think
one.
we've had this one many times as well.
It's not Texas. It's the Darrin one. Yeah, I'll give it to you there.
Correct, San Spectro. You got it. There's a meme where they have Vito saying, "Look how they've massacred my boy," and it's next to a picture of a Hawaiian pizza.
Oh man,
That's a good.
I like Hawaiian pizza. Why is everyone so against it? A little savory, a little sweet. Delish.
I'm not. I don't like ham, so there's that for me.
At all?
Not really. I don't
What about bacon?
love bacon. They taste different. Texture's different
yes,
too.
they're different. They're different. But like a nice, like cured ham.
It's not my favorite.
No.
It's not like I won't eat it. Like if I go over to someone's house and I'm served ham for dinner, I'll ask why. But also,
My grandparents love ham, and so like really what it is my grandpa loves ham, and my grandma is
well, it also depends on what you do with it, because it's like if you're just gonna buy like a Costco spiral ham and like heat it up, no thank you. But if it's like you're doing something special with it,
what about sandwich meat?
again, there's so many better options.
What is the preferred sandwich meat for Darrin?
If we're talking like,
I'm talking you go to Subway and you go
oh yeah, the best sandwiches in the world. I mean roast beef.
roast beef. All right, I'm asking you, chat. What is the best sandwich meat? Please tell me.
Here's the thing: from a deli, roast beef. From a grocery store, prepackaged, turkey.
Turkey. Interesting. We're going to move on to question number 4. The highest point east of the Mississippi River, Mount Mitchell.
You got it. You beat me.
Can be found in which southern coastal state?
Chorizo?
Chorizo? That's
not a sandwich meat.
Absolutely not. Get out of here.
That's a sloppy Joe meat. Put that in a sloppy Joe.
It's like saying like you can't look. You can say chicken, but I don't think you can say steak. Right? Like steak is not a sandwich meat.
Yes,
chicken. You can have
steak
like
sandwich, absolutely a thing. You ever been to Honey Hole?
No, I understand that steak sandwich is a thing, but that's not like a classic deli sandwich meat.
I agree. Subway have steak.
Wotomota says Subway. No, wait. Yeah, Subway have steak. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Take Subway out of the picture. We're talking classic deli meats. Roast beef allowed. Turkey allowed.
Cold cuts.
Chicken.
That's what we're talking about. Thank you,
cuts.
Jason. Steak is not a cold cut.
No, it'd be a weird cold cut. Ham is better than turkey, which is better than beef. You know what? I'm right there with you, San Spectro. When it comes to the cold cuts, ham is the best, followed by turkey, followed by beef.
I have put
Maybe
chorizo
chicken
on
before beef, actually. But.
Slayer Darth. Oh wait, chorizo like cold salami chorizo maybe. When I hear chorizo, I think like the
ground.
sausagey like.
Yeah.
But I forget that there's more than one type of chorizo.
I
If you're talking
so.
chorizo salami, that's valid.
We'll allow it.
That's allowed.
The highest point east of the Mississippi is Mount Mitchell, and it's in North Carolina. Not California, not Georgia, not Tom Sauk Mountain State Park.
I forgot to answer.
Don't know what that is. Is that right? Don't know.
It's not the state though.
It's not the state. You're absolutely right. It's North Carolina, folks. Meaning GeoGamer is up in first place. Of course, Geo. It's in their name. Squared in second, Maureen K in third. As we move on to question number 5, the Ozarks, not the show, cover most of the southern half of which Midwestern state? Which Midwestern state are the Ozarks in?
Okay, we got a couple more things. Pepperoni. Jason says salami is a good accent meat. I agree. I think turkey sandwich with salami is better than a turkey sandwich.
Agreed. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like a turkey sandwich because it's like dependable.
Yep.
But if you can throw some salami or bacon, a deli club with turkey and bacon.
You know what? Bacon is absolutely a valid answer to this question of like deli meats. Bacon is there, but the thing is that you just put bacon. Like a BLT is great.
Here's something I've heard from a chef that I always think about. A BLT is not a bacon sandwich. It's a tomato sandwich.
That's a cold hard line you're cutting there.
You've had like a garden tomato, like a homegrown.
Delish.
And you've had a grocery store tomato that's like not very good.
Yes.
Now imagine a BLT with like the same like cheap store-bought bacon. Which one do you want?
Okay, well hold on. Then you can say the same thing. You having the same store-bought tomato, but do you want like nice, good bacon or bad bacon?
The quality between a store-bought tomato and a homegrown tomato is better than like cheap bacon versus expensive bacon.
You know what? I think you might be right. But what about the sauce? No one ever talks about the sauce.
Mayo?
Yeah. What about good mayo or bad mayo?
Also part of it, but a sauce does not a sandwich make.
Amen, brother. The Ozarks cover the majority of Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri, ladies and gentlemen. Missouri.
Yeah, Jason, I'm right there with you. Salami sandwich is fine, but you add another meat. Now I want other coast for lunch.
God, why do we always talk about food during the 12 o'clock stream?
I don't know.
It's always a problem. I think, Darrin, I'm just going to tell you right now.
Uh-huh.
I think today's a teriyaki kind of day.
Oh.
It's a Yaki Tuesday. It's question 6. Mississippi and Alabama are both bordered by what other state to the north? What's north of Mississippi and Alabama? That's the question. What's the answer? Teriyaki Tuesday. Yeah!
I could maybe go for some teriyaki. You could convince me.
Yep. Okay, let me try. Hey, you want to get teriyaki?
Yes.
All right.
I was trying to get to this earlier, but I found out, or my roommate and I have discussed this recently, that I am not the person I'm never going to be the voice of reason when someone's talking about food. Because my roommate and I could be out at something like rehearsing for something, and I'll be driving home and it's like, we shouldn't get burgers, right? And I'm like, no, we have to now. You brought it up.
You brought it up, and we're so close to Dick's.
Exactly. That is literally what we got. We were driving from Lake City to Ballard, and we were going to pass by the Dick's.
And then there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mississippi and Alabama are both bordered by Tennessee to the north. Tennessee whiskey. Nice. You should probably say something in the Slack. Lunch Slack. Teriyaki at 1:30. Ladies and gentlemen, question number 7. In what state is the Crater of Diamonds, a state park that allows visitors to dig for the namesake gems, located? Really? You can dig for diamonds here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Diamond digging.
I think I know this.
Dig it, dig it.
Holes. That movie just turned like 20 or something.
No way.
Yeah, that might not be right.
But we're pretty close. I was in elementary school.
15, maybe?
When that came out. Stanley Yelnats?
2003.
Oh my God.
Next year.
Oh, I'm so old. My bones are creaking. It's question number 7. In what state is the Crater of Diamonds, a state park that allows visitors to dig for the namesake gems, located? Well, everyone, go get your pan. We're digging in Arkansas.
What was the treasure in that movie? Like, what were they? So I remember that it was like
lip balm or something, right?
What?
Wasn't there something about like it looks like bullets or something, but it turns out to be...
That was like the poison, wasn't it? Or no, the nail polish had snake venom in it.
Right, yes. And then they scratches you. And then
they're looking for Kissing Kate Barlow's treasure.
Yeah,
because her boyfriend died, and then she went on a robbery spree, and then she, I guess, buried all the treasure.
I can fix that.
In
a boat.
Near the boat. Near the boat.
It's a dried up lake now, and there's something to do with Vidalia onions. I don't know.
Those are all up on the God's thumb.
God's thumb. Oh my god, man! It might be time to rewatch that movie. Honestly,
Disney Plus probably has it.
Disney Plus probably has it. It's Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. If you put Arkansas, you're getting your points. If not, so sorry. It's question 8. Founded in 1610, what New Mexico City is the oldest state capital in the United States?
Right. Yeah. I remember now.
Oh, what is it?
The chest that they find the treasure in belonged to like Stanley Yelnats the first.
Right. And they had to carry old lady.
Yeah, because he didn't carry the lady up the mountain, and so
Right.
she cursed the family, and then Stanley carried Zero up the mountain, and she was actually like his great grandma or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
I did read the book after I saw the movie.
I read the book. I read the book before I watched the movie because it was on our summer reading list. Did you ever have those, Darrin? Did your school ever tell you have to read a book over the summer, but you can pick between these like 50 books?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah, I had to do that every year in elementary school. Every year. But I did read some good ones, though. Like, that's the reason I read Holes. It's the reason I read, Ender's Game. Was another great one. It's the reason I read Watchmen, actually. Yep.
How old were you when you read Watchmen?
6th grade.
Okay, that's not that bad.
It was, because they change every year, right? It's not the same list for all 6 grades of elementary school. It's like,
Yeah.
So for 2nd grade, you have a lot easier books to read. Anyway, Watchmen is great. Founded in 1610, what New Mexico City is the oldest state capital in the United States? That is Santa Fe.
Although I agree with Jason that reading Watchmen in 6th grade, you probably wouldn't have gotten much of the like anti-war sentiment.
No, I didn't really get it, actually. I didn't get it, but then I did watch the movie.
Disney Plus has the Watchmen movies? What?
No
Doesn't
way.
HBO have the Watch? There's only one Watchmen movie.
There is only one Watchmen. Yes, there is only one Watchmen movie. Really, I think they were on HBO. Yeah.
In UK.
Oh
yeah,
there's some crazy stuff
That's all
going on
different.
over there.
I'm still mad that Yuri Electric said what movie was on Netflix in Canada.
But it wasn't. Ladies and gentlemen, it's question number 9. Which state is home to the island of Nihao, a privately owned island known as the Forbidden Isle? It's a cool Nihao.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Is that
a greeting.
Hello in Chinese?
I believe
Mandarin?
so. I believe so. Weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Let me see if I can confirm that. I listen to a pop culture podcast. They kind of just go over pop culture news and stuff, but they're Australian. And it's really funny listening to them have to talk about where to watch things because they're on streaming services that I've never heard of.
Oh,
that are like
completely different streaming services.
Yeah, well,
just...
they're like extensions of like whatever cable programs they have there. It's like saying it's on like Comcast or something.
Interesting.
But also, it's just like deals are different, so they have different movies and shows on like Netflix and Hulu than we do.
Do you ever think about how sometimes I think of this show as a podcast?
I've never heard you express that to me before.
Well, there you go. It's question number 9. Which state is home to the island of Nihao, a privately owned island known as the Forbidden Isle? It's Hawaii. Hawaii.
In the United Kingdom, The Watchmen is on Go.
Go.
I'm not seeing it on Disney Plus.
Huh.
But also just watches, maybe not totally tuned into Disney Plus.
I really like... people don't like the Watchmen movie. I like the Watchmen movie. I think it's one of Zack Snyder's best movies, actually.
It's on Disney Plus.
It's question number 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Weird.
Located in Utah, what is the largest lake to be contained entirely within a single state? Largest lake to be contained
If
entirely.
only there was a lake famously associated with Utah.
Yeah, right? And also big. So big that it usually shows up in like the low res version maps of the U.S. You know, like you see a map of the U.S. and you're like, "Where's?
It's
why
like
is there a
the
hole
only
in the middle
lake
of that?"
other than the Great Lakes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm remembering that when The Watchmen came out, I was a freshman in high school, and one of my friends was like really excited for it. So he put on a whole Rorschach costume that he made. He even
For the
premiere, yeah. And he
premiere,
wore it to
wow.
school. And like the principal was like, you cannot be walking around this high school wearing a full trench coat and like a mask. Like that is just not allowed.
Oh man. Oh man. I would have loved to see that. Question 10. Located in Utah, what is the largest lake to be contained entirely within a single state? That is the Great Salt Lake.
Did you see the Watchmen show?
I did not.
Well, you already started watching Lovecraft Country, so
Yes.
I'd say see that through, but then watch the Watchmen show.
Huh. You make it sound like I just recently started to watch Lovecraft Country. Not the case.
You made it seem as if that when you brought it up to me earlier.
I watched like 1.5 episodes, and it was like 5 or 6 months ago.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then just watch the Watchmen show.
All right, so drop Lovecraft Country.
It's fine. I don't know. It's good. I think Watchmen tackles a lot of the same subjects.
Now, Skeletal Chip, the name of the lake is not Salt Lake City.
You're right. I got it wrong. That's not the right answer.
Whoopsie doozy. It's the final question, ladies and gentlemen. The final question of Game 2 here in U.S. Geography. How difficult should this final question be? Easy, medium, hard. Those are your options. And now is the chance to vote. It looks like it's going to be a hard question, folks. So please, wager accordingly. 0, 10, or 20 points. Those are your options. Remember, this is the only question in the game that you will lose those points wagered if you get the question wrong. Also, I have all but gotten confirmation that we will be doing a live Sporcle party.
Ooh.
The biggest Sporcle party within the largest Sporcle party at SporcleCon. So get your tickets. Go to sporcle.com/SporcleCon. I think that's the right URL. Is that right?
Sporcle.com/SporcleCon?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No?
I'm gonna try. I spelled it wrong.
Come on.
And then I went to the asthma website. It's not an asthma website. It's a pollen count website.
Interesting. Okay, keep going.
Oh no, that does it.
Sporcle.com/SporcleCon.
Sporclecon.
It's where you can get your tickets. We are going to be at Washington, D.C., September 23rd through 25th. Me and Darrin will be there. Crazy Kyle will be there. We're going to be doing a live, and don't worry, we'll also be streaming it.
Jason will be there too, probably.
Jason will be there. It's going to be the largest Sporcle party. Maybe we'll have to just like have the phone and then have it like everyone gives a, we'll pass it along and everyone does a question or two of hosting. That way we can all host.
And Chet will be there. Chet Hayes?
No.
No, Chet is, I think, Exodia Finder.
Oh, and Chet will be there. And it's going to be hosted by Austin Rogers.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Not the Sporcle party, the Sporcle Con in general is going to be hosted by Austin Rogers. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Come to SporcleCon. It's going to be a blast. It's the final question here in game number 2, U.S. Geography. Which Great Lake is the smallest in surface area at roughly 7,840 square miles?
All right, Peter, let's see if you remember your Great Lakes. We've talked about this before on the stream.
Superior.
Yep.
Huron.
Yep.
Erie.
Yep. 2 more. What's the one with Chicago? What's the one Chicago's on? It's named after a state.
Stop, Michigan.
And 1 more. Also kind of named after a state, but not an American one.
Ontario.
Yes.
Boom!
100%.
100% first try. Which Great Lake is the smallest of those? At only 7,340 square miles, it's Lake Ontario. The last one that I got. Not Huron, not Erie, not Idaho, not Michigan. Lake Ontario. Well done, everyone. And who has been looking at those maps, at those US maps? It's GeoGamer, of course. Geo is in their name. Of course they got that one right, and of course they're going home with a perfect 75-point score. Shepard taking second, Squared in third, Johnny in fourth, Winos in fifth, Jenner in sixth, Brian in seventh, Spicy Clarence in eighth, Maureen K in ninth, played by Foibles in 10th, Miss Rumphius in 11th, Exodia Finder in 12th, Kitty Kessie in 13th, Skeletal Chip in 14th, Sam Spectro in 15th, and Wotomota in 16th. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more game today. What should we play next? Let us know in the chat. Just name pretty much any topic, and we've probably got a good pack on it. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a pack on it. It might not be good. It might not be good.
I wish to throw my British PM's deck into the mix. We've not played this one yet.
The British Prime Ministers?
Yes.
I think we have. We got one for MCU. We've got a UK-centric, an anime again.
PMs.
That sounds like a
MCU.
MCU, anime, and UK.
Anime UK.
Now, has the UK made any animes? Now, I know that we're going to get into this whole conversation of what it makes an anime, but like...
Black Butler kind of takes place in England, I think.
Oh.
He's one
90s cartoons?
Love a butler. I already started the poll.
Oh, we started the poll. I'm so sorry. Who said that?
It's
Squared. Squared, that would have been great. I would have loved that, but,
I
someone...
missed it by a second.
Yeah, just by a second. Oh, our first time... Oh, it's a Shepherd. Shepherd is coming in with MCU trivia.
There was a Mr. Bean cartoon. Does that count?
Yes. Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
I would love to see the Peppa Pig anime.
And we're in the spoiler zone.
And we're in behind the paywall. Okay, we've already done
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Well, I want to follow that up.
Okay, let's continue it.
What if they had to pick one Obi-Wan quote to reference?
Okay, I was going to mention
gonna
this. Do you know what the very first line uttered by Obi-Wan is?
It's a scream. He replicates a crate dragon scream.
Yeah, it's that. But then after that,
hello, little droid.
Hello there.
Hello there.
It's hello there, which is, I did not know that. I did not know until I was rewatching it.
So maybe that'll be his first line again. Hello there.
Hello there.
Uncle Owen, and Uncle Owen will be like, I hate you.
Get out of here, Obi-Wan, you crazy guy. Like,
you crazy old man, come to live on my planet, watch my nephew.
Watch my nephew, and then kind of in a weird way ultimately get me and my wife killed.
Inadvertently, yes.
Bummer.
Well,
and
you know what?
back.
No, because they got killed because he bought the droids. Well, I guess the droids were sent to find Obi-Wan, so...
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh, boy. Tis a tie.
All right.
British Prime Ministers in anime. All right. Well, okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to...
You're going to ask a really, really specific trivia question. And whoever types the answer first gets to break the tie.
I like that. How many tentacles does a squid have? I'd say do Prime Ministers and start with anime tomorrow. That's an option as well. Eight. Wrong. All wrong. Didn't we just look this up? We just looked this up in the stream a few weeks ago. Tentacles. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Hey, Bree being dumb just followed.
Hey!
And Exodia Finder.
Exodia Finder is correct. Squid only have 2 tentacles. They have 8 arms, 2 tentacles. That's right. And Bree Being Dumb is following. Hello, Bree Being Dumb. Welcome to the show. You can play along with us if you're not already. All you gotta do is download the app right here, play some trivia with us by typing in that code. And here, I know why the real reason you followed is to get a free digital high five from me. So here it is. This is just for you. Place your hand right on the screen, just lined up with my hand. Okay, is it lined up? Keep it right there, because here it comes. Digital high five just for you. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Bree.
UK Exodia says, let's do UK fan-made pack today.
We can do anime tomorrow. Love that. Okay, so we're doing the British Prime Ministers today and tomorrow. Come back tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to be doing some anime trivia. I do have to back out, so bear with me while I start a new party. British PM. Search. Dang it. PMs? Dang it.
Try Prime and stop and search.
British Prime Ministers. Is this not the right one?
Is that Slayer Darth? Let me check real quick. Slayer Darth, give us a little thumbs up if that's you.
Give us a little one of these.
Yes, okay, that's it.
Yes, love it. Host that party. We got a new game code, Darrin.
Oh boy.
Oh God, hurry, scramble. It's 486220.
Oh, I had it and it was gone. 486220.
220.
Zero.
Yeah. And hey, if you're out there in the Twitchoverse or on YouTube, hello YouTube. We forget sometimes that we're streaming over there at the same time. You can play along with us. Download the app. It's called Sporcle Party. It's a totally free app. Go download it. Come play with us. It's gonna be great. And it's our final game of the day, so now's the perfect time to join us. And don't worry, I'm about to start the game here in just a little bit, but you can always join us a little bit late, and you're only gonna lose like 1 to 3 points or so. So come on in. People have won with losing even more. So there you go. Like a few months ago, what's this?
That's when Slayer Darth made this pack.
Oh, all right, well, here we go, Slayer Darth. This is for you and for all those other British Prime Minister lovers out there. Question number 1. Who was the longest serving British Prime Minister of the 20th century? The longest serving British Prime Minister for the 20th century. Also, completely side note, but I've just been thinking, I'm so excited now that we're going to be doing a live version of this show at SporcleCon, and I'm thinking to myself, we gotta make some custom packs. We gotta play packs.
We gotta have a SporcleCon pack.
We gotta have a SporcleCon pack.
Yeah.
We've gotta have like a DC pack, and then we've gotta have a pack that we come up with and we don't tell anyone about until the day of.
Yeah, maybe we do another poll pack like we're doing right now, prior to SporcleCon. And then whichever one wins gets debuted at SporcleCon.
That's pretty good. I like that. SporcleCon pack, voted upon pack, and then mystery pack that we come up with and we don't tell anyone about.
Yeah.
Until the day of.
How many games are we gonna play though?
3.
3?
Like normal.
Okay.
I think that's solid.
Okay.
You know, it takes up about an hour of time. It'll probably go over because we'll be having fun at SporcleCon with you guys, hopefully. Let us know. Let us know in the chat. How many of you are already coming to SporcleCon and or planning on coming to SporcleCon?
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Question 1, who was the longest serving British Prime Minister of the 20th century? Margaret Thatcher for 11 years.
Thatcher, huh?
And 209 days. Not Churchill, not Blair, not Brown.
Oh, I really blew
Thatcher.
my 10 points on that one.
Woof-de-doofa. Churchill was Prime Minister for 9 years. Question number 2, who was PM during the Great Recession?
Is that the U.S. Great Recession, or did they also have a Great Recession?
I think when the U.S. has a Great Recession, the world has a Great Recession.
Okay.
At least that's how it's been for the last, I don't know, century? Right?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
did they have a Great Depression when we had a Great Depression?
I think so. I could be wrong. I'm no Brit. I don't know. My hair is having a Great Recession.
Ouch.
Hey, Exodia Finder. Same. Question number 2. Who was the PM during the Great Recession? Gordon Brown.
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 Okay,
Gordon
the
Brown.
2008 global financial crisis.
What are you going to do? Question number 3. What is the largest U.S. city named after a British Prime Minister?
KX the 05.
KX! Thank you so much for the follow. We are absolutely killing it today with follows, and it's because of people like you. Thank you so much. You are going to get a digital high five. Place your hand right on the screen just like that. Now, if you've been watching for a bit, you already know what's coming. You're going to line it up right there. Keep it still. Digital high five just for you. Tell me if you felt it all the way over wherever you are. Because we are very far away. We're stuck in the trivia void, as you can see behind us. So, we subsist on trivia, and it's going great. Question number 3, what is the largest U.S. city named after a British Prime Minister? I am looking for
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, named after William Pitt, the Elder. What? The prefix, or the suffix of the Elder always gets me.
Yeah, like Pliny the Elder?
Like Pliny the Elder, yeah. It's just something so funny about that. Pittsburgh, wow. That's I would have never known.
Yeah.
Played by Foibles up in first place, GeoGamer and Winos tied for second.
Hey, KXCH05, you got to download the Sporcle Party app. It's on iOS and Android, and then you can punch in a username and punch in that game code.
That's exactly right. The name of it's called Sporcle Party. It's right there. Download it for free. Then you type in that game code. Well, actually, first you make a name. Some people, when they're new, they type in the game code as their username, and then they show up, and it's very funny because it's like, oh, you must be new. So make sure to put in your name first, and then type in the code.
I messed up.
Uh-oh. Thus far, who is the oldest living former prime minister?
I thought it was which prime minister lived to be the oldest. But no, it is who is still alive who used to be a prime minister.
I see. Who is the prime minister who's still alive that was... I don't know how to best word that. You know what we're asking.
Oldest living former prime minister?
Oldest living former prime minister. John Major. John Major. Not Attlee, not Blair, not Brown, not Gladstone, not May, not Thatcher. John Major. Wow, I don't know any of these names except Thatcher.
May was the most recent one before Johnson.
Right.
For old Boris.
Poll or Boris. Fingers crossed, Jimmy Carter hits the big 100. Yeah, I like Jimmy Carter. He seems like just like a solid dude.
John Major's 79 years old.
Oh, there are people in the U.S. government that are older than that.
Yup.
It's question number 5. Which brand of tea is named after a prime minister? What brand of tea? Now, can you get this tea in the U.S. easily? Like, can I just like go down to Safeway and grab this tea, or is this something? Is this the UK centric pack that we've been waiting for? Brand seems misleading. It's more of a variety. Oh, okay. I thought he looked old in the 90s. And yes, it's super common. Oh, wow.
I thought Bill Clinton looked old in the 90s.
Bill Clinton looked young in the 90s.
But when I was a boy, I thought he looked old. I also thought George Bush looked really old. He was like 45.
Yeah.
Or
old.
50.
Ancient.
75. Have you seen that? Did we watch that clip?
No.
Oh, well, he had his big unlawful invasion of Iraq recently, where he was talking about Ukraine, but instead he said Iraq. And they said, Iraq 2. I'm 75.
What? Which brand of tea is named after a prime minister? We're looking for Earl Grey, named after Charles Grey, 2nd Earl Grey. Huh? Was he an Earl? He was an Earl?
Yes.
The Earl of Grey?
Yes.
Or Earl Grey? Mr. Grey, the Earl.
We stream Tuesdays.
We do. We stream, thank you. Yeah, wow, look at that. Our community is so good. They're doing the pitching for me. Thank you. That really means a lot. We super appreciate that. Yes, Tuesdays at 12 to 2-ish. Usually it's like 1:30 or so. And yeah, that's 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, and then Wednesdays at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. Yes. So there you go. Come back tomorrow. We're going to start off the day with anime trivia. So I know you guys are going to love that one. I know it. I know it. Question 6. Which future prime minister was responsible for a failed military campaign in Gallipoli? Gallipoli?
Yeah.
Sure. During the First World War. You know, isn't it weird that the First World War was like
over 100 years ago? Over 100 years ago.
Over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We'll be coming up on World War II in about 16 years.
38.
38. When, This is when Germany invaded Poland.
And that's when things really got going.
Yeah.
Really some crazy stuff.
Wild and crazy stuff. That World War II.
Man, I tell you. Which future prime minister was responsible for a failed military campaign in Gallipoli during the First World War? We're looking for Winston Churchill. Scary fact, we're closer to World War III than we are World War II. Wow. Unfortunately, can't watch at midnight tomorrow. Darn. Well, we do, all the past streams will be on YouTube, so you can always follow along after that if you want to just put something on and have something to watch in the background.
This is why you think it's a podcast.
Yes, I do. I think that we're extremely watchable, Darrin.
Listenable?
And listenable, for that fact.
Have you, answer honestly, ever fallen asleep at night watching this stream? Like, have you ever thrown it on to go to bed?
No.
No, me either.
I do, though. I will watch them in the background at work sometimes. Well, usually it's if I thought the stream was good, I'll put it on and like critique myself.
Oh, interesting.
And be like, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was not funny. Peter, sometimes I think to myself, you really got to keep the game moving. Because right now, they're just looking at this. They don't even, I already answered the question.
Right.
It's Churchill.
I read a book about Churchill, his younger days that I really enjoyed, about him. He basically wanted to fight in the Second Boer War so bad. This was a war in like South Africa.
One of those campaigns by the British overseas.
Yes.
One of them.
He basically wanted to fight in it so bad that he was working as a reporter, went down to report on the war, and then just started fighting in it. And then escaped from prison and managed to like sneak his way back into like British occupied territory.
That's nutty. Who is the only British Prime Minister to have been assassinated whilst in office? Hopefully you didn't need me to read that out loud because time's up. You already gotta have those answers in. It's Spencer Perceval. Perceval has got to be an extremely British name. Perceval? Spencer Perceval?
He's got 2 first names.
He does. Well, look at that.
Percival is...
Not Cham, not Churchill.
Probably more traditionally a last name.
Ferdinand? Not Pitt the 8th? The gunpowder plot guy. No.
Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes was not a prime minister.
No, he was not.
He was like a leader of some band of rebels. I don't know.
We'll call him like a revolutionary or maybe an anarchist.
Revolutionary. Revolutionary sounds nicer.
Mm-hmm. He tried to blow up Parliament.
He sure did. Question 8. Who is the only prime minister to have held all 4 great offices of state? Prime Minister, Chancellor of the Exchequer, Foreign Secretary, and Home Secretary. Gosh, I do not know enough about the British form of government. What the heck are those?
Exchequer.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer. Is that like Secretary of Commerce or something?
I'm just going to look up. I think I remember going to a bar.
Treasurer? Is that the Treasurer? Treasury of State?
Exchequer is, a royal or national treasury.
There you go. Foreign Secretary, that one I can understand. And Home Secretary, I mean, I don't really know what those guys do.
Also interesting that they are the 4 great offices. So I guess that would sort of be like being the Secretary of State, the Vice President, the Secretary of the Treasury, which is definitely not a very lauded position here. And Foreign Secretary, let's say Secretary of State. Home Secretary, Secretary of the Interior? I don't know. I'm not really sure what the equivalents would be on some of these.
Not a clue. Ladies and gentlemen, that Prime Minister is James Callaghan.
Good old Callaghan.
Good old Callaghan. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Skeletal Chip. Just put Churchill or Thatcher for everything.
Mm-hmm. Gordon Brown.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't think there was a Gordon.
I don't know. No one got that question right.
Brown, May, Johnson.
Look at that. Question number 9. Who was the first British Prime Minister to visit the United States in an official capacity? When did they stop having a monarchy? I guess they still have a monarchy. Who was the first Prime Minister?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is it the same person? I don't know. As a Brit, I feel ashamed. Oh no! Someone's got to try and speed run to get every elected official in one lifetime. The first prime minister was Walpole.
And when was that?
When did they decide? Also, was it whenever you go from a monarchy to a democratic republic of some sort, usually it's like in a bloody change of power.
Oh.
Did that happen in the UK? I don't know much about the UK history.
I think Walpole was 17. So what GeoGamer has said is that the first prime minister was established in the 1720s.
Which is before the US was a country.
Yeah, but there was probably an English Revolution around English Civil War, perhaps. There was a few of those.
We're a constitutional monarchy.
Was that around like Charles? Was that around like the James and what's his name? The guy who was in charge briefly between Charles I and Charles II?
It's not fair.
English Civil War was 1600s. Cromwell. Yes, thank you, Jason. Cromwell, you got James I, and then you got like James II, and James II made a big mess of everything, and then you got Charles I. And then Cromwell was like, no more kings. And he's like, no more kings, but I'm going to be in charge, and then my son's going to be in charge. And then they're like, and then they brought back Charles II. I think roughly. I might be off with my Jameses and Charleses there.
Whoa.
Charles II returned to the English throne.
I guess, like,
if I recall correctly.
My like the basis of my question is when and how did the British go from having a king make all the decisions to having a elected official make all the decisions?
It's according to Jason, the fact is that British monarchs have been surprisingly chill about giving up their power voluntarily.
Really?
So it sounds like probably because they've always had like parliament.
I see, and they saw what happened in France, and they're like, ooh.
This was before that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, interesting.
Probably like War of the Roses and stuff. I think they were just like, it makes more sense to have like an elected official do stuff, and the king can still do stuff too. But
and we'll just be rich and live a life of luxury.
Yeah,
and that sounds just as good.
I think the big thing was sort of in the last. Keep going.
By the way, that British Prime Minister who to visit the United States was Ramsay MacDonald.
Good.
That's hilarious. And we move on to question number 10. Who was the last British Prime Minister to serve non-consecutive terms in office? Non-consecutive. Okay, now I'm going to go back to reading the chat because I'm very curious about this because I don't know anything about. There's just too much British history. Is really what it comes down to.
Oh yeah.
U.S. history, easy. Yeah, like less than 300 years.
Yeah, I had a whole class in college that was like British history up into the Tudors.
I don't even know what that is.
The Tudors are like Henry VIII, basically.
What makes him a Tudor?
That was his family name. Like the current royals are the Windsors.
Oh. Look at that. By the way, Ramsay MacDonald was Labour's first minister. He addressed the U.S. House on October 7th, 1929. Remember, we had the Magna Carta, too. I think Prime Minister Gladstone helped take away the king's power. He told him to cut it out. Question 10. Who was the first British Prime Minister to serve non-consecutive terms in office?
That's a really good joke, Study Finder.
Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
Wow. Only
Mr.
played
Heath.
Row.
Cause I'm the tax man. Yeah. You know that Beatles song, Tax Man?
I actually don't.
They reference two prime ministers in that song, Wilson and Heath.
Look at that. Played by Foibles, up in first place, but there's still time. There's still time to take that first place from them. Here in the final question, how difficult should this final question be? And then, of course, you got to think to yourself, how much am I going to wager on this final question? 0, 10, or 20 points are your options. And this is the only question in the game that you will lose those points wagered if you get the question wrong. So what's it going to be? Going big? Going medium? It's going to be an easy question, supposedly. We'll find out.
America has more leaders assassinated, but the UK has more leaders who leave office and get voted back in.
That's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Never a plan like yours to study oral history so wisely. Peter and Darrin, here's a great mnemonic for knowing all the names of the royal houses.
Easy. Never apply plastic latex yonder to some of Harry's short wigs.
Well, Slayer Dart says right there, never a plan like yours to study oral history so wisely.
I like mine more.
Well, do you remember yours?
Never apply plastic latex yonder to some other something wig. Harry's short wig. Norman, Angevin, Plantagenet, Lancaster, York, Tudor, Stuart, Orange, Hanover, Saxe-Coburg, Windsor.
Wait, those are all of them. Those are all the families that have ever ruled
England.
Britain.
Yes.
Wow, that's fewer than I thought. I guess their families, they stay in power until when?
William the Conqueror, the first one was from Normandy, so Norman. I can't tell. Then there was the War of the Roses, which was the Lancasters and the Yorks. And then the Tudors, that was Henry VIII. They kind of messed up and didn't have any heirs. So then you get James VI, who was the King of Scotland. They're like, hey bud, you want to be the King of England too, and we'll just end this rivalry. So he became James the 1st/6th because he was the first James to be king of England, but the 6th James to be king of Scotland.
Look at this guy. He knows his British history. Which
do.
prime minister cut their salary from £198,000 to £150,000 in response to the parliamentary expense scandal that emerged in 2009?
And then I think after Charles II, they were like, we don't really got anyone, so we'll invite the like younger brother of a Netherlands, or like the Orange family, which was like Sweden or Norway, to be like, why don't you come be the king? You're the king now. So that's where the orange came from.
That's all it takes, huh?
If you're they're all descended from monarchy. Like that's the whole thing is Netherlands. Yes, thank you, Slayer Darth. They're all tracking bloodlines, and it's like succession and.
That was more of a coup, Darrin.
Yeah, it was more of a coup. Hey, why don't you come on over?
Jeez. Wow. I know shockingly little about world history, apparently, and about this minister, Gordon Brown, who cut their salary from £198,000 to £150,000. Way to go, Brown.
There it is. Okay, yeah. James the First, the 6th guy.
Wait, who is the king of this game? Plagued by Foibles.
Plagued by Foibles.
Let's go. Up in first place, 74 points. Dang. Only missed one question. That one question that everyone missed. In second, by quite a bit, Winos in second, Squared in third, Zanspectro in fourth, GeoGamer in fifth, Maureen K in sixth, Exodia Fire and Skeletal Chip and Jay and T. Jennison in seventh, Miss Rumphius in 11th, and Brian in 12th. We'll tell you what, Plagued by Foibles, congratulations. You are now the host of the party. Take these wonderful people on another trivia extravaganza through whatever topic you think is best, including but not limited to British history, apparently, because we're huge into British history today. I mean, like, I learned more about British history today than I have, and this is not a joke, in my entire life. So, there you go. Sometimes you learn about British history when you're playing some trivia on a Twitch stream. And you can learn more by coming back tomorrow while we do anime trivia. Or maybe you know so much about anime trivia that you'll just take home the gold instead. Either way is pretty good. But until then, make sure to go to Sporcle.com, brush up on your anime trivia so you can come back tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern for some more trivia. Check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/Sporcle. We got some good stuff out there, and there'll be more and more coming. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, and I will see all of you tomorrow.
Cheerio. Peep, peep.